Damn. This part is always so awkward. Like, I'm always like, what do I say? Oh, shit.
But welcome back. I don't know if this is actually a welcome, because what is this, our second episode?
Yes.
So welcome back.
Yeah. Sorry. Welcome to our second episode of KII Carry,
Yes.
where we key.
And we carry.
And for this episode, we're gonna review another web series,
Yes.
gay web series,
Yeah.
the Come Up,
Mm-hmm.
New York, season 3, right?
Yeah,
okay,
season
season 3.
3.
So we missed most of the season. So we're just gonna do the reunion, which just came out. And yeah, so I think I watched the Come Up before. No, I watched G Status and then I watched the Come Up. Yeah,
Right.
The Come Up is from Gemini Films.
Yes.
So
Yes.
also known for the infamous Bad Boys Club.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what were your thoughts on this reunion?
Honestly, as much as I love Karan, and I like the cast, I kind of feel like this reunion wasn't really needed. I felt like there weren't weren't many answers or questions that were answered, and then I felt like the wrong people were being interviewed. Like, as much as I like and adore like Milan and Quay, like, it was good to see them, but this wasn't their season.
Right.
So I definitely was looking forward to seeing all of the cast from this franchise, participating in the reunion. That wasn't the case.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it wasn't needed because, like, I feel like usually with reunions, it's like you kind of elaborate on things that happen, or like you answer like questions that we would have had. But I feel like we didn't really have that many questions, so it was like could have just ended.
Yeah.
Especially like given what's going on now, like,
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't really need to do this. But hey, like, I'm not surprised that they did do it.
Right.
But yeah, I thought the reunion was okay. I mean, at first when I saw that there were like people from Atlanta, I was kind of confused. But then once he talked about how like some people didn't show up, or some people didn't want to do it if it wasn't in person.
Right.
I guess it kind of made sense, I guess. But yeah, that was kind of weird. Like, he was like, oh, like, some people wanted to show up in person, but if it wasn't in person, then they weren't gonna do it. So I was like, oh, okay, like,
I guess those were the people that just wanted to fight.
yes. I was about to say, like, those were the people that clearly wanted to throw hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was an okay reunion. I didn't think it needed to be that long.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of felt like last season's reunion, they accomplished more. True. And it was shorter than this season's reunion.
No shade, but this is the first reunion where they actually got through it. Like, I'm gonna say, well, they did kind of get through Atlanta, but like, this is the first time, like, no, it wasn't like a big stop, So I thought it was okay. So what were some of your favorite moments?
Some of the moments that stood out to me was I actually liked the cast kind of using this platform to express like what's going on in today's climate. Right. Like the social injustices and the police brutality. A lot of African Americans being killed like due to like police brutality. So I did like that.
And not to cut you off, but just for if you're just watching, because it's a completely different show, we're gonna go through the show a little differently. We're gonna do our favorite moments, or moments that stood out to us, and then we're gonna do our fave of the week, our least favorite of the week, our favorite looks of the week, and then also our shade messiness of the week, as well as our reality rewind moments. So yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, that was something that stood out to me. The cast using their platform to speak on like what's going on in like the world. I like that, and the fact that I don't know, I feel like a lot of people just aren't aware of like what's going on today. Like, they just see they see a posting on like social media and they're like, oh, okay, I'm informed. Nobody really delves into like what's really going on and why this is happening and how this can be changed. But I think it was cool that like the cast was able to express their views on like what's going on today.
Yeah, I thought that was like, I mean, yeah, I think it was interesting for them to speak on it. I mean, especially since what's going on now is definitely something that affects every single one of them.
Right.
So I feel like it was like a unifying moment, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was cool, and it's always good to see them speak on like things that, you know, serious topics,
right.
or, you know, share their thoughts on stuff.
Right.
So I thought that was cool.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a moment that stood out to you?
No, I'm kidding. So my moment that stood out to me was Dion and Mitch going at it.
Yes.
Was hilarious.
Yes.
To me, just because they're both just very like, I don't really care for either one of
right.
them. Like they're both like, they have like kind of polarizing personalities. So I just thought it was interesting. And I think you said this like the other day, like it's weird that they even have beef.
Yeah.
But the internet is that silent extra, you know, extra cast member that, you know, they use to like, you know, come for each other when the camera's not on. So but yeah, I thought like their beef was interesting. And then especially Mitch versus Montel was also very like, I was like, damn, he was coming funny. For Mitch. Mm-hmm. Like he made some accusations about Tina, and I was like, oh shit, you brought Tina from a homeboy. I was like, oh, like
that's what I meant when like, I don't know, this reunion was just a mess.
How do you feel about the whole, because it seemed like everybody seemed to be coming for Mitch because of his comments towards Chance. So like, what were your thoughts on that?
I kind of feel like he should have just owned up to it. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't get why you feel the need to come to a show and be like, oh yeah, I slept with this person, and then not expect like backlash or like chaos.
Yeah.
Like, you can't want to be a messy, so you kind of got the mess in return.
Right.
Like, my only thing is, if you're gonna be messy, just own up to it. Right. Live in it, you know, don't backtrack, or, you know, I didn't say this, or this was said but it wasn't on camera.
It seemed like he was kind of blaming Justin.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, Justin was kind of messy for going back. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was messy for trying to get out of him. Because he kept asking questions.
Right.
And so I feel like he was messy for that. But at the same time, I feel like he wouldn't have had the opportunity to be messy if you didn't give him that ammunition. Right. Like if you were just like, oh, like we hung out a couple times. Right. Oh, why didn't you hang out more? Like, oh, we just grew apart. Like we didn't, you know. So, yeah, I feel like Mitch was definitely trying to like put it on Justin. Yeah. And then I just feel like Justin is so bad at like arguing and communicating that all he can do is yell. And so it's like,
bang on table.
Yeah, I was just like, he's like a little toddler. Yeah. Like just like temper tantrum.
Yeah,
like
that little chihuahua that's always
yes.
You just want to kick it. I don't abuse animals, people. But I'm just saying, like, Justin's kind of like that little Yorkie. That toy poodle that's always barking. And you just kind of like, shut up.
Yeah, like, especially if you're not going to do nothing.
Right.
You know, it's just like, you're just yelling for no reason. But what's another moment for you?
Actually, Mitch versus Montel was something that stood out to me, just because if you watch the previous seasons, you clearly see Montel saying like, oh, I'm over like the drama, I want to grow as a person, you know, I don't want to be in the mess. But here you are, your third season, in another argument, you know, another altercation, when literally a couple episodes prior to this reunion where I want to change, I don't want drama, like, I'm above it. But it's like everybody came for Mitch like this season. It is crazy.
I mean,
because his comments
with
that
their
he made
reason,
about,
you know, like
he did come for Chance, but I'm wondering if he had like any, I guess, dirt or tea on anybody else, because I just can't imagine the whole cast like jumping down your throat just because you said like, I slept with this person and it was bad.
I think everybody acknowledged it as like a universal wrong. Like I feel like that's kind of a universal thing. Like you don't kiss and tell, like, you know. And then especially if it was like a bad experience, like you're like no, So I was just like, no, like people just don't do that. It's whack. Like don't. Yeah, it's just
especially weird. In this climate, like to be like, oh yeah, I fucked this person and it was bad. I mean, we really didn't need to know that him and
we did. I feel like he just wanted it to be messy.
Yeah, he wanted a moment.
What about you? What's your last moment?
My last moment was the encounter between Dion and Spanky. like Dion just came for everybody this reunion, and it's crazy that it's the people that he didn't film with that he had the most smoke with.
That internet shit.
Yeah.
That internet shit. Yeah.
Him and Spanky going back and forth, and like Spanky's like, bitch, I don't know you. Why do you have a problem with me?
Yeah.
And Dion said that like they hung out and the word got back to him, so it's just Dion versus Spanky just stood out because both of them, are non-confrontational.
Right.
Like, Spanky isn't gonna argue or fight, and then
I think
Dion
Spanky is non-confrontational.
Yeah,
Dion is confrontational. He just doesn't fight.
He's confrontational to you snatch him, and then you know what's happening.
Yeah.
But Dion versus Spanky was just funny to me. Like, just I guess the two punks of the show like arguing back and forth. It's always entertaining to see punks argue. Like, neither one of y'all are gonna fight. So
I don't know if I would say Dion is a punk.
He's a punk. He got snatched by a nigga that can't fight. And
That's true. That's true.
So, he's a punk.
Because I was gonna say he doesn't back down from people, but at the same time he doesn't stand up for himself in that.
Remember, I'm not gonna ruin it, but remember the season 2 of Atlanta when he got to it with another cast member.
Oh yeah.
Not the fight at the reunion, but prior to like the fight, our Detroit native kind of chewed him up. Tay Anthony.
Oh yeah.
Chewed him up.
Okay.
He was kind of, it doesn't have to go that way. That's where it's gonna go. But yeah, Dion versus Spanky was interesting. Like, but
yeah. I mean, I wish I had more to say. The reunion was really just kind of like.
It was just kind of there.
It was there. It happened to me. Like I just felt like it was just playing in the background.
Don't get us wrong. We absolutely love Karan. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Karan,
he seems like a total sweetheart.
Yeah,
he just
his
seems very
passion
nice.
for like the film industry, but I just kind of feel like the reunion. The reunion shouldn't have aired if all of the New York castmates weren't gonna participate. Yeah. They need to be held to a standard. Like, you were
they were big parts of the show.
Yeah, you were okay with filming the show. Don't pull out of the reunion. Like,
right.
That's my only thing.
Yeah. Well, those were our moments that stood out to us for the reunion. We will be back with our faves and the looks and the shade and all of that. So
stick around.
Yeah, stick around. Welcome back to KII Carry. This is the second part of the show. So now we're gonna talk about our faves, our least faves, and all that good stuff. So who's your fave from this reunion?
Honestly, my fave from the reunion was somebody who wasn't a part of the New York franchise. Atlanta's very own Quay. Like, anytime Quay is on the TV screen, it's just a good time. He's so down to earth. Just so relaxed.
Genuine too.
He seems really genuine, really humble. He also seems like a really loyal friend. Like, I'm gonna ride for you until you like do me wrong. Like Quay was my favorite of the episode. Like, hands down.
I have a question now that I think about it. So we know that Dion and Quay got into it because Dion was mad that Quay, I guess, was laughing after he got attacked on their reunion. So, like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, do you think Quay was fake because he did laugh and I guess was somewhat friends with Quay?
Or I kind of feel Dion? Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like with this show, I feel like a lot of people misinterpret the word friendship. Like, I feel like you hang out with a person for like a day or two. And I'm like, oh, you're my son. No shade. Or, you're my bestie or whatever. But I feel like a lot of people interpret the word friendship wrong or misinterpret the term friendship. So, I don't...
They misinterpret friendship for coworkers, co-star.
Basically, like, I don't think Quay was wrong. Like, I believe, if I'm not wrong, like earlier that season, they kind of had a discussion where Quay and Dion were like, Quay basically told Dion that we aren't friends. We just met through passing. We know each other in passing. But, no, I don't think Quay was wrong for laughing. I mean, Dion deserved it. And I mean, it wasn't like a brutal attack. Like,
well, I guess Dion's thoughts were like, one, you said that you were like, I guess we're supposed to be cool, and then on top of that, it was the fact that I guess Quay was saying like he doesn't condone violence, but you were laughing. So I don't know. To me, it was just like,
I don't know. Look, people. I get some people are verbal. They like to argue with their words, and you got other people on the end of the spectrum that just don't give a fuck. They aren't about to argue. They'll just straight up hit you in your face. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to get hit in the face, then you should just watch what you say.
I will say that that's a good point. Like, you can be verbal all you want, and like, I think, obviously, I feel like most people would say, especially adults would say, like, you should use your words. Yeah. Especially if you have things to lose. Right. But like, some people don't care. Like, some people will really just punch you in the and you have to be prepared for that. Yeah. That's really just how it is. Yeah. You know, like, not everybody's wired the way that you're wired. Right. And, you know, I know Milan said, like, oh, like, I'll hit you with this lawsuit. Yeah. But some people will eat that lawsuit and keep it moving. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, so it's like, I'd rather not get punched in the face. But, I mean, I'm not going to, like, hold my tongue. But at the same time, I'm not going to be surprised if I get to a fight. Yeah. You know, so. Yeah. Yeah. Dion was, like, I'm sorry. Quave was my favorite episode. Okay. I'm definitely gonna say my fave was Karma Banks. Karma Banks in this bitch. No, but I would also say mine was Quay. Yeah, Quay is super. He just seems very cool, very chill. I just want to shout out the moment where. I guess, like, Dion was getting into it with Mitch, and I guess Dion was saying, like, bitch, I'm in the common area of I'm in my house, like, you know, like, I live alone or whatever, and you're in your bedroom, and blah, 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 and so, like, Corey was like, hold up now, bitch, I'm in the bedroom, too, like, it was so funny, because he was, like, in the middle of going off, and then all of a sudden you hear, like, hold up, and his, like, country accent, like, hold up. His accent is so thick. Yes, it's so thick. I wonder, where is he from, Atlanta?
I don't think, I want to say.
I can't get the, like, when I hear a Southern accent, if it's not, like, a Louisiana accent, then to me it's just a Southern accent in my mind.
He's like Southern as hell.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where he's from though.
But yeah, that would be interesting. But to look up. But yeah, that was hilarious.
It was. It was funny.
So who's your least I guess we know who your least favorite is.
Yeah. Big face. Dion. Miss Dion. It's I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know. But
Miss Dion moving that white girl.
Yeah.
He was legit dressed like he was in like New Jack City or something, like the chain, the gold. Like I was like, okay, I see you.
Like I get you playing a villain or you playing a character, but he had the.
Do you think he's playing a character?
Kind of after watching him like break down after getting snatched, and then
I feel like Dion likes to talk shit, and we talked about this. We just talked about this, but like I feel like he likes to talk shit, but at the same time. I feel like you have to be prepared, and I feel like he's not prepared. Like I feel like he talks shit because it's just his personality, and like people don't take it well.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, well, this is me." Like once you get to know me, it was like we don't know you, so you can't come around being shady and throwing jabs around a group of people that don't know you. So,
right.
Yeah, he was my least fave just because of the energy of the smoke he was giving everybody. You were attacked and you didn't fight back. You were arguing with Mitch, somebody that you didn't even film with. Yeah. So,
you can choose your battles.
Yeah. A lot of people on the show do that. We'll touch on that later, but
they sure do.
Yeah. Dion was my least favorite of the episode.
Okay, so I think my least favorite was probably I want to say Justin, probably, just because I mean he can't. Nobody wants to hear you yell over a webcam. Like we need you to either use your words. Or like log out, right? And I was waiting for like Karan to mute him. Yeah, I was waiting for that shit. Like I was waiting for him to be snapping, and then all of a sudden you just don't hear it.
I was waiting for Karan to mute a few people, just to see how like they would have reacted to like spazzing or just being in a moment and then not.
Do they know when they're muted?
I don't think so.
That's so funny.
I don't think so. So cause you just imagine like somebody in the camera is
snapping
off,
and then it's
and like it's just mute, like it's just action, like no audio. That's so funny.
But yeah, he was just doing the most, and like, I mean, he and Mitch had already had this argument, so I don't know why he's still mad about it. Right. Like, I just would have been like, I didn't get punched in the face, you did. So like, hey, that's the punch you had to eat, like not me. So. Yeah, he's my least favorite. I don't want him to come back, honestly.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Somebody that's not in control of themselves or aren't aware of like they need to go. They're a liability.
You can't be banging on tables at restaurants. That's not.
You really can't. Not in New York City.
So let's get into the looks. Like, what look did you?
There were a couple looks being served at this reunion.
Definitely.
A few looks. There's always looks being served every episode of Come Up, whether it's Atlanta or New York. There's always an interesting look. The look that stood out to me was Mitch and his green do-rag. The green button-up and the green do-rag. Like, only because...
Is that shade?
Not really. No, not really. I mean, kind of, but not really. Only because I'm trying to find, like, a silk do-rag. And here this nigga is filming a reunion and a green silk do-rag. Like, I was here for it. Like, it's not too common that I see, I guess, not multi-color, but, like, different colored do-rags. Like, I usually see, like, a black do-rag or maybe a blue one, but I don't see too many different color, like, do-rags. So I was feeling it. Kind of reminded me of Money.
The look was kind of giving me Olive Garden, like manager. Whenever I see somebody in just like a black button, I always think of Olive Garden, like a hostess or like a manager. It's no shade. It's just that's what I thought. Yeah. But he had that button down. I'm like, okay, first of all, like I show a little chest, but he was showing a little too much chest. Like, you ain't got no hair on your chest or no pecs. Cover it up.
Pecs,
like
Mr. Justin.
Yeah.
You know they was trying to get that nigga to stay undressed this season.
Yeah.
He was taking the bait.
Hey, I wasn't mad at it. He was my least favorite, but the body was on point. You can't deny that. But my favorite look was probably whose look did I actually like Quay's look. I thought Quay's look was cute.
It was
simple. Like a button up and then the
jean jacket
over that was cute. I was here for that. Yeah. What was your messy moment?
My messy moment was Dion calling Spanky Beijing. Like, I said I'm gonna start reading people for their hairlines because I feel like every time I talk about somebody's hairline, look at me scratching my hair right now.
One follicle falls out one hair.
Like brush right now, but like my hair is good. But I feel like every time I talk about somebody's hairline, I recede like 2 inches.
Oh
but,
my god.
Yeah, Dion calling Spanky Beijing was just like so funny. And then the other castmates like picked up on it, so they started like sipping and laughing. But him calling Spanky Beijing was just like.
I wonder what Spanky would look like if he was bald. I feel like he should just go bald.
He should just go bald. Like I feel like when your hair is that thin, it just takes too much time to do the whole artificial hairline.
Yeah.
Then you got to be careful how you wash your hair. You can't sweat this shit off. So
right.
You just go bald.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there are a whole lot of bald men out there that are doing just fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I would say my shade or messy moment was definitely, I can't remember who it was, but somebody was talking about Montel. Somebody was talking shit about Montel. I can't remember exactly who it was.
Was it Mitch?
Was it Mitch? It was somebody. I want to say it probably was Mitch, but they were talking, and then no, it must have been somebody from another show, I think. Cause didn't Montel have beef with somebody else?
I think he just had beef with Mitch, and then he talked to Spanky about like their issues. But...
Well, he was beef. Oh, it was Spanky because I guess they brought up the fact that like Spanky had somebody for him.
Oh yeah.
And so like they were talking about him, and then all of a sudden Karan was like, "Oh, I think he's in the chat." And then this is what got me. Karan was like, I wasn't gonna do this, but I think I'm gonna add him." And I was like, "Really, Karan?" Now you know we live for you, but that was a messy moment. I usually don't do this, but I wasn't gonna do this, but
I usually don't do this.
Like
the start of some mess right there.
Right. I was like, and then he came into the chat, and everybody was like, "Ooh!" And then somebody brought it up. Was like, "Didn't you say you had somebody from Montel?" Mm-hmm. Like
Dion being messy. Yeah.
But I mean, it's true. Like you should own up to it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of a whack move to like get somebody to fight.
Right.
You know, on your behalf.
Right.
Like, no, if you got the issue, either let it go or fight.
Right.
So what was your reality rewind?
Dion acting like a bad girl. We're gonna.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take this back to Bad Girls Club season 16. There was a character on the show. We'll call her Winter. You know, we'll just call her Winter. Winter. She had animosity for another castmate, Kaylee, and then when that same energy was applied, or when that same energy was given back to Kayla, she folded. I kind of see this resemblance.
Is this Kayla, our biracial queen?
Yes, Kayla, our biracial queen. Yes, Black Queen Winter. This Black Queen Winter. But yeah, when that same energy was given back to her, she folded. And I see Dion in like the same sense. Like, you had a lot to say about your castmates prior to the reunion, and you got snatched at the reunion, and then you crumbled. I'm not finished because there's a whole nother, but you get snatched and you crumble. Now Winter, she goes back to, she wasn't even messing with Kaylee. Her castmate applied pressure, she crumbled. They get into a fight. Her castmate gets sent home. Winter goes back to messing with Kaylee. Even after the fight, she said that she wasn't there to fight. She was trying to change her ways. So here you are messing with Kaylee again. So this is Dion after his fight. He's back messing with Spanky. So enters Candace, BDC 16, and she literally just pushes Kayla out, just literally drives Winter out the house. So there are a lot of resemblance, or Kayla and Dion share a lot of similarities. They want to put on they're bad, they're big, like I'm unbothered, and then when you give the energy that you give out, it's it doesn't have to go there. I'm not the type of person, I don't need to fight. I fight with my words, and then it's just keep that same energy, people.
Right.
Keep that same energy. If you're gonna play bully, then be a bully all the way through it. Don't be a bully to certain people, and then when you get bullied or that bully energy is applied upon you, you crack. And then once that person that is like fucking with you, once they're gone, you're gonna go and they're gone, so I'm gonna put this energy on that person. Just keep the same energy, people. If you're gonna be a bully, but be prepared to meet a bigger bully. And that bigger bully might just whoop your ass. In both cases, I won't really say they got beat up, because neither was a fight.
Yeah, it wasn't really a fight.
Her pulling in a couple windmills.
Yeah, a little altercation.
Just
little scuffle.
Yeah, it's a little tussle.
It honestly always looks like they're play fighting on the
show.
Like it always looks like they're just wrestling around. Like when we were like younger and we would just like wrestle. Like that's kind of what it was like. But I would say my reality rewind moment is just really all the reunions where shit went left.
Yes.
Like nothing really went left at this reunion, but just a couple to note. That Atlanta reunion of Love and Hip Hop when Jocelyn
Miss Jocelyn
Hernandez.
Hernandez.
When her and Stevie J definitely attacked Althea and Benzino. Yes. Tammy, she got into it. Like I was just like, oh snap, this is what left. And then Tammy got the bottles. I was like, ooh.
He did got those Ciroc bottles.
I'm like, that's how they do it in Baltimore, because you know she's from Baltimore. You know she's from B-more. So I was like, that's how they get down. But so that was one. Julie, he even Quay mentioned it, but Julie from BGC 9 getting beat up.
He did.
On her birthday, I think.
Ooh.
Like that went left. I want to say there was another instance where something went left.
BGC 10.
Well, I was gonna say Real Housewives when Portia snatched
Kenya.
Yeah, so also went left. Like, and it's just so funny. It's not funny, but it's like crazy to see like them like all try to get people back. To like in order. And it's just like everybody's like losing their mind. The PA's yelling, like the bodyguards are trying to like protect people. It's a whole mess. Like it reminds me of like when you're like school, like middle school or high school, and like people would get into a fight, and then that tension is just still in the air, and it's like, well, what the hell we gonna do now? We just seen somebody fight. Like I can't go back to calculus now. Like
that's crazy that you brought that up. Like my senior year of high school, like there was a fight, and this was like around prom time. So there was I don't know, like a statue of like the Eiffel Tower, and there was a statue like the Eiffel Tower that was going to be at our prom. Well, a fight broke out, and I guess whoever was fighting, they fell on the statue and like destroyed it. So our class sponsor was like, "Who's gonna fix the tower?" And everybody's like, "They just fought. Like, we don't give a damn about this tower."
I'm dead.
Like,
they fell on the statue.
They fell on the statue and broke it. And the teacher's like, "Who's gonna fix the model? Like, who's gonna repair it?"
Was it paper mache?
It was cardboard, so it was easy to repair. It was also cheap. Like, shout out to River Ridge School. But yeah, it was cheap. And she's like, "Who's gonna fix it? Who's gonna repair it?" And everyone's like, "They just fought. Like, we don't care about this."
Honestly, that should be their lesson. Them having to like fix it. Them having to work together to put it back together. Like, I feel like that would happen in a movie.
Yeah,
like
it definitely would. Definitely, especially a fucking ABC Family movie.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our review of the Come Up New York season 3 reunion. Yeah, it was a reunion. I kind of wish we were able to. I kind of wish we reviewed the whole season.
Yeah.
But that might come in the future. You never know.
Always go back to it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been KII Carry.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Absolutely. Yes.
Also, we're gonna leave you guys with the question that you should comment or answer.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
So our question, I don't know, what should our question be?
What's your favorite reunion?
Yeah.
From a reality show.
Yeah, your favorite reality TV reunion.
Just give us like the show, the season, and then like maybe just like a sentence about like why, what happened. Because I know there are a lot of iconic reunions out there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, do that, and then I don't know. Just drop your favorite reunion fight or altercation or reunion moment in the comments.
You know what mine is?
It's not backwards slip, is it? Basketball wise?
No.
Love and Hip Hop?
No.
Damn.
Oh, it is Love and Hip Hop.
Okay. Love and Hip Hop. It's not a Hollywood reunion, is it?
No.
It's not a Atlanta reunion. New York?
Yes.
Ooh. Love and Hip Hop New York reunion. I'll confuse people.
So, basically remember Peter Gunn's love triangle with Tara and Amina, of course. And I'm pretty sure Tara got pregnant and she had an abortion. I'm pretty sure she was the one that had the abortion.
No, Tara was pregnant. Amina was pregnant. She got the abortion.
Oh,
because her and Peter was going through it.
Right, she got the abortion, and then you find out that Tara at the reunion. You find out that Tara is pregnant, and so just the look on Amina's face was like, it wasn't like a joy to watch because you could tell like, it was like heartbreaking, but it was just crazy that like, damn, you got pregnant by him again, and then I think the next reunion, Amina got pregnant again, so it was almost like she's like,
that was the same season.
Was it?
That was the same season. That was when Remy and Pap got married. Amina got
so she had the abortion and
got the abortion
even better,
and then got pregnant at around a reunion time. Because he didn't even ask Amina like, how do you feel about Tara being the last woman to carry?
And then she was like, actually, and then because that was the look on Tara's face, like, you fucking bitch, like I can't believe it, like,
use condoms, people. I don't judge.
Condoms, contraception,
and that was KII Carry.
Yes.
Covered the Come Up season 3 reunion.
Yes.
Don't forget to like, comment, and
subscribe. Even share it too.
Yes. Also follow the production teams that put out these projects. So the Come Up is Gemini Films. Shout out to Karan, and also shout out to the cast for being willing to film in front of a camera and invite people into your lives.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.